Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 21 of Europa Universalis IV as Vijayanagar. And I have no idea what I was doing last time because I spent most of last week playing Stellaris and I've completely forgotten what was going on. Let's just have a quick check and see if I've got any loans that I have to pay off. It certainly looks like that I have. Oh, yep, more than a few. We did get into a war, didn't we? So I think last time we actually took some land. I can't remember who it was from. Maybe it was from Sind. I know we took some of this stuff that was around here. We also had our rebellion that we had to deal with. That was the main issue. I think we were actually dealing with that. So what we'd like to be able to do is go and pick on some other people at some point. Now Chandra is my vassal and these guys are my vassal as well. Did we vassalize any of these guys? Can't even remember who my relations are. Let's go and actually have a look. So what do we have? Who do we have? What do we have? We have Malwa. Malwa, we have military access, royal marriage, and an alliance, which are these guys. We probably don't need that military access with them at the moment, so let's go ahead and just cancel that for the time being. We also have a royal marriage and an alliance with Nepal. Nepal are up here and haven't been all that useful. I'm not too sure if we want to keep that one going. That might be the one that we ditch. And then we are vassalled with Andhra, Chandra, and Gujarat. So that is Chandra is here. Andhra is here and Gujarat is here. So those are our three vassals. So we could potentially... Were we sucking up to these guys? Who am I sucking up to at the moment? We're actually trying to annex Andhra. So I might want to try and take this place if I can. What is our relationship like with these guys? -1. We don't have any sort of truce against them. They are being protected by Jaipur, which is unfortunate. They probably would not accept a vassalization. Oh, Protectorate, they're primitives. No, they're Indian, so why are they only... Why are they a Protectorate? Oh, we want... No, we don't want to be a Protectorate. We want to offer them... offer vassalization. They would actually accept. Now, why do they hate us mostly? The aggressive expansion. We could try and diplo-vassalize them. But that doesn't necessarily help, because I'd like to give the land to these. I mean, I guess I could go and declare war against them and deal with Jaipur at the same time. Sooner or later, we are going to have to deal with those. I doubt we have a CB against them. No, we do not. Now, Nepal would actually come in and help if we could get a CB against them. Now, we didn't have any direct borders, so unless Garjat fabricate a CB, fabricate a claim, we're not going to be able to get one there. Now, I remember also that I was trying to rebuild my military, because we are a little bit below the force limit. In fact, we're quite considerably below the force limit, but we don't have an awful lot of manpower either. We are fully reinforced, which is nice. So let's go ahead and have a look and see what we've got in these stacks. We have 1 cannon, 1 cavalry, 1 cannon, 1 cavalry. Yeah, we probably want to have 2 cavalry and 2 cannons in each of these stacks. And definitely get some more of a front line in there. Starting to have cannons does become useful. We definitely want to have 2 cavalry because we want to be able to flank on both sides. I also notice in this one that we've actually got quite a lot of mercenaries. In fact, the whole front line here is mercenaries. But we will slowly start to get rid of those because they're costing us a little bit of money and we've got some loans that we need to pay off. So who else could we potentially go to war with? We don't have a truce with Nagwar over here. Now, they don't have an alliance either. Well, they do actually. They've got Jaipur and Afghanistan. So maybe we don't want to go after them straight away. Cinder's gotten pretty beaten up here. It might be nice if we could go and take some more of that land from them. I pretty much would have done that earlier on if it weren't for the fact that we had the problem with overextension because of our low legitimacy. So let's go ahead and make sure we're building a spy network over here. We'll see if we can go ahead and fabricate some claims. I know we do have a truce with Sind. In fact, we don't. It looks like our truce has actually gone away. They do have an alliance with Malwa, though. So that's potentially a way to bring Malwa into a war. We are going to have to break our relationship with Malwa at some point. We do need to take land from them. That is something that we just have to face. It's something that we are going to have to do whether we like to or not. As we are about to integrate a vassal, I'm just thinking, is it worth actually trying to get these guys on board? Nobody else is improving relations with them. If we can get it up high enough, maybe it's worth doing. I know I'm already over my relationship limit, but we'll deal with it. So we just need to get the relationships up high enough that they would actually be willing to come and be our vassal. So we'll offer them an alliance. There's the alliance. And then we'll start sucking up to them as soon as we possibly can, because we do have a free diplomat. So we're about to get rid of one of our vassals anyway, but then we'll be picking up another one, but we'll see what we can do. In fact, no, it's too late now. I was just about to say I'll have a direct border with them shortly. That's probably what I was waiting for, and I'd forgotten about that. So we've got that royal marriage now, so we're just going to have to deal with it, and we'll go down the route of trying to get vassalization. I knew there was something that I was doing wrong, but never mind. Let's go ahead and improve relations there. So remind me, why is Sind allied with Malwa? If I was to declare war, I don't have a free diplomat now, so we are pretty much going to have to wait for that annexation to finish. It's taking quite an amount of time, but it would be nice if we start grabbing some of this land. We've also got the potential to attack Bengal over here. They are also allied with Malwa. This is going to be quite annoying. We really need to find a way to break some of Malwa's alliances, I think, then. Maybe declaring war on... Right, were they guaranteeing somebody? No, but they're allied with a lot of people. They're allied with Sin, they're allied with Bengal, Yarkand. They are my ally, of course. Do we still have a royal marriage with them? Yeah, we need that royal marriage. Although if we declare war on one of their allies, then the alliance doesn't really matter. Jampur has rivaled me. Do I have rivals myself? Just Jampur, that is fine. We do need to go ahead and attack those guys at some point. Yeah, it would have been nice, really, to have attacked those, because that would have brought in Jampur. Oh, they're no longer being guaranteed. That's probably because we've got an alliance with them. So the question becomes then, who do we actually consider attacking? Do we go for Sind, and Sind would bring Malwa in, but only Malwa, and that would give us an opportunity to attack Malwa ourselves. We're going to need a much bigger army before we are able to do that, and also it would be interesting to see who would come in on our side. So we can take a idea group if we want, which would give us an additional merchant. How are we doing in tech? We're behind time, so we're definitely going to save up for that. Chandra's opinion of us is changed by +30. That is fine, I suppose. We will have to vassalize these, to integrate these guys at some point, but we're getting there. We are working our way towards the... what's our mission do we have here? Improve our prestige. Yeah, that might take a while. Let's cancel that and get something better. Anti-Muslim edict. So what would this give us? It would reduce our tolerance of heathens, but it would give us more missionary strength. Let's just go and have a look at the moment. Our tolerance of heathens is already -1. We only have one province that we can't currently convert. -2.2. Yeah, I don't think it's worth enacting that particular national decision, so that's why it's unticked. And... oh, Sind has been building a spy network with us. Okay, fair enough. We've got most of the provinces that we need in order to form Bharat. In fact, there's only 2 that we need, which is Bastar and Kalindra. Bastar is here, and Kalindra is somewhere on the map because I've seen it before, which is here. So once we've actually integrated these guys, we'll be able to form Bharat, and that's very, very close to being done. We'll go over here and actually see how many claims we can fabricate. I think it is literally just going to be Thatta because it's the one that is on the coast. It's the only one we're really going to get access to. So it'd be nice if we could go and grab that. Now then, what about Nagwa? You are allied with Jampur, and you're also allied with Afghanistan. Now, Afghanistan might be a little bit stumpy. Afghanistan is quite big. I think I'd just like to take another little bite out of Sindh. Maybe find another way to get to these guys. Maybe if we directly go to war with Jampur, although I don't actually have a CB against them yet. But I am starting to work out my way to get my borders over to them. And then we should be able to do something to them. We're not making a huge amount of money at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do, while we're not at war, is we're going to go and put down our army maintenance. And we are going to go and turn off the forts as well. Let's just go and do it from here. It's a little bit quicker. So go and mothball all of the forts. That'll save us a little bit of money. Hopefully we can start getting some of these loans repaid while at the same time actually getting some... getting our manpower back and building up our army. So it's very much a process. So we've managed to integrate Andhra. That is fine. Obviously, our other vassals are a little bit annoyed by that. We have a new decision. We can now form Bharat. So what does it actually do? It changes us to an empire, and we gain claims over pretty much everything and gain 10 prestige. I don't see any downside to doing it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. So there we go. We have now formed Bharat. Estates demand control of provinces. Of course they do. The nobles want control of some land because they don't feel like they have enough. Let's go and have a look at my estates. Where can I see the land that they've got? It is the... Is it diplomatic? I can never remember which one it is. Estates map mode. There it is. So we are looking at... Well, anyone that's not already coloured in. One that's got good manpower, I suppose, would be useful. None of them have particularly high military development. Can't give the capital away, and we wouldn't want to. Bajapur, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and give that one to the nobility. That should solve that problem, and indeed it does. So now that can go away for a while. So that has given us some CBs against Afghanistan. We've actually got CB against Jaipur now directly, which is really good for us. So that will allow us to be able to go and take on Jaipur directly if we wanted. We're losing a few accepted cultures here. So who do we want to go and attack? Well, we still want to build our armies up because they're just not very, very strong at the moment. Let's make sure we go up to 15 cavalry on 15 infantry on each of these stacks. And again, we are going to want to start getting rid of some of these mercenaries. Got 4,500 men. Let's get rid of 3 mercenary regiments here, and we will disband them. And we will tell this to recruit a further 3 regiments, although I've now ran out of money. How much am I making? We can get another one in a moment. There we go. So getting rid of these mercenaries will actually help us get some money back, so that is fine. We do have Andrew's army here, actually, which we need to sort out. So they've got an extra cavalry, which I don't really want to have. Or do I actually want to have a 3rd stack? I might actually want to have a 3rd stack, so we'll leave those guys together, and as soon as we can afford it, we'll get another cavalry and another cannon for them. We've probably got some spare ships as well. They have a fleet of 1, a cog. Well, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that, because there's no real point in having that out there. And they've got a fort as well, which is not in a terrible position, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it off so we can save some money. Let's go ahead and have a look at the states and territories. If I can remember where they are. It is under this one, states and territories. So we could turn all of these into territory. Right, that's Gondwana. Gondwana we don't control much of. But Telangana we control a fair bit of. If we were to turn this into a state, will increase our income, so let's go ahead and do that, and we will do the coring malarkey. We do have a mission, recover manpower or conquer Lucknow. Now, where is that? That is over here. Belongs to Bengal. Bengal is allied with Malwa and Myeongyang. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we will try and recover our manpower. It's unlikely it's ever going to happen. It doesn't usually. And then I think at the moment we'll leave Desh as it is. I don't see any reason in taking that until we've actually integrated Chanda up here. So we are going to have slightly larger armies. So we're still only over the diplomatic relation limit by 1, so that's not too terrible. Of course, we are renewing these loans. We are going to have to get those paid off. 10 ducats a month, though. I mean, we are starting to get there. Let's have a quick look at our advisors. We're not running sort of overly expensive advisors, so it shouldn't take too long to sort of get our economy sorted out. But yeah, the main problem at the moment really is having those mercenaries. Once we can get rid of all of the mercenaries and use our own manpower, that's going to make life a lot easier for us. So let's go ahead and we'll split off 4 more mercenaries. We'll go ahead and disband them for now. And then we can go ahead and get ourselves 4 more infantry. So what do we want to have here? Is that a good mix? 15-1. Cannons are still quite expensive, and it's nice to have 1 cannon just for a siege. But I think what we might be best doing is just keeping one cannon at the back, 2 cavalry, and then 15 at the front. Might be the best way of doing it. So we need a cannon over here. We also need another cavalry. Don't have enough manpower now either. So we're going to go ahead and try and vassalize these guys. And then, yeah, I might consider actually just sort of straight up going to war with Jainpur at some point. Let's just go and make sure you get your cavalry. So Jainpur, you are allied with Yarkand and Kashmir and Nagwar. You do have a few friends, which is interesting. I'm just basically trying to have a look and see what's the best way of getting to them without necessarily pulling everyone in. I really don't want to have to pull Afghanistan in. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. You would just pull in Malwa. What if I went to war with you guys? You're actually protected by Nepal. That's fine. Sindh we could still go for. Now Sindh would also bring in Malwa and Yarkand. I'm not bothered about Yarkand, at least. Yeah, they're all the way up there. I mean, they're big, but I don't really think they're going to get involved with this fight too much. So we may just find that we need to end up going for Malwa. Maybe I just need to find a way to bring Malwa into the fight and deal with them. We could declare war against... What would bring Malwa in directly? Not you. Still a little bit scared about Afghanistan there. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Yarkand's involved in that one. That's the main problem that we're going to have. Bengal, you are allied with Malwa and Mongyang. Now, Mongyang, whereabouts are you? You're where exactly? Oh, you're there. You're that other blue blob. Yeah, our neighbours at the moment are in quite a little defensive network. It's going to be very difficult to actually get at anybody. So we are going to have to take some time to prepare our onslaught here. But maybe the situation will change. You know, alliances do break down and certain things happen. We may find we get into a position where we can actually capitalise on something else that's going on. At least we are getting a little bit of positive prestige now. We've got no corruption. That is very, very good. I don't want to go ahead and build anything. I'd love to be able to build some of these things, but really need to get these loans paid off as quickly as possible. Up to 150 opinion now with Jharkhand, so we may well be able to vassalize them soon. It's not going to change our relationship limit because we already have an alliance and a royal marriage with them, so we are already over. I see we've got another fort over here that I completely had not noticed. Let's go ahead and turn that one off. That'll save us a little bit more. Not a huge amount, but every tiny little bit is going to help with this. So Malwa, we can't declare straight on Malwa because we have an alliance with them. We don't really want to alliance break. We want to find someone we can pick on and bring them into the war. It's a shame they won't bring us into one of their wars. Our royal marriage with Nepal has ended. I don't know whether or not I want to get that back. I'm not too sure Nepal are all that strong of an ally, to be honest. So you guys are allied. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're allied with Afghanistan. Jainpur I could probably deal with. Let's go have a look at the leisure and see what Afghanistan have as an army. 14,000 men. It's actually not as much as I would have thought given the size of their nation. We will go ahead and get that royal marriage back, I think. They will be able to help us with Jaipur. So Afghanistan are quite large but don't have a lot of men. We should have a far superior army, providing we can get in here and jump on them quick enough. Not too sure which of our allies, if any, would be willing to come in and help. We could lose a load of manpower, or we can lose 10 prestige. Do you know what? We're already waiting for manpower to recover, so we'll hang on to the prestige. We don't lose 8,000, because you can't go into negative manpower. We only lost 4,000, so already we're starting to regain, and that's what we'll do. We'll leave it at that. So I think what I'm going to do, unless the situation changes, obviously I do want to wait until I have got my armies at full manpower, but unless the situation changes, I think what I'm going to do is declare a war on Nagwa, and do we have a CB against them, actually? We probably do automatically. Yeah, we do have a CB against them. None of my allies would be willing to come in, which is a little bit of a shame. It does bring in Jaipur, which is a little bit annoying. Now, why won't Malwa come in and help me with that one, actually? It would destabilise them. Why would it destabilise you? Do you like them all of a sudden or something? What about Nepal? Nepal are almost willing to come in, actually. Oh, now they're not. They've just suddenly changed their mind because they've suddenly just ended up in another war. Let's also remember that we do have a couple of vassals here as well. They're not going to help a huge amount, but probably enough to be able to take them out. Let's have a quick look at Jaipur now and see what their army size is like. So Jaipur's army is 28,000. You see, now that one I'm far more scared of than 14,000. And then if we can find Nagwa themselves, they have 8,000. So it's a fair old sizable stack when you put them all together. If we could get Malwa to come and help, that would be absolutely fantastic. I don't know why they're not willing to jump in. They're probably friendly with them. Oh, they have a royal marriage. That's why they wouldn't be willing to come in, because they have a royal marriage. Such a shame. If we could pull somebody else into this war to help us. So annoyed that Nepal just went and got themselves involved in another war. We can't declare directly on Jaipur. We're bringing Kashmir, Nagwa, Yarkand. We could probably deal with that, actually. The only problem I'd have with them is that they're too big to vassalize, and I wouldn't be able to core anything. Not unless we actually manage to grab these. I mean, we could. I guess we could feed bits of Jaipur to Jharkhand, if we can actually get them as a vassal. So that's certainly something to consider. And we can sort of start to build around the outside of Malwa that way. That might not be a bad idea. Apparently we can't improve relations there anymore. Let's just have a quick look at that. Oops, click on the right nation. We will recall the diplomat for now. Let's just have a very quick look. We're on 178. Got a bit of border fiction now. Let's go ahead and... I'm trying to save money, I appreciate, but let's go ahead and send them a gift. So what do we need to get that up by? Just like 12. So we'll send them 25 ducats. That will be enough to get them up, and then we will offer them vassalization just as soon as our diplomat gets back. Once we've done that, then we've potentially got a way to give them bits of Jaipur, so we could possibly declare war on them directly. So we'll see how that works out. There we go. We'll offer them the vassalization. And they have accepted. There we go. So we've got another vassal. And now we actually have a CB on Jaipur. We've got an alliance that is going to break. That is fine. That's the alliance that belongs to our vassal, so it doesn't really matter. So I appreciate we haven't really got an awful lot done on this particular video. It's mainly just been about trying to prepare for another war, rebuild our armies, get some money back in the bank and repay off a few of these loans. But hopefully, very soon, we'll be able to find someone to go to war with and start taking a bit more land. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV as Barat, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.